What is happening, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the show? We are back with another exciting episode of the Reckoning of Arkanon, Chromatic Dice's official campaign here, and this is episode 8. And now, if you were watching with us last week, last game, you saw that there was a big blowout fight with a bunch of assassins in the King's Royal Throne Room, in the King's Royal War Room. A lot of things went down, and that's really where we immediately left off. So I really want to pick up right back there. The king has literally just told Agron, we're going to war, and he is being sent to go and rally the supporters of the king. Okay, so we're picking up right there. A couple other things you may need to know. Sylvie made a very big discovery. We'll dive into that in a second. Katerina watched as whatever the thing is in her book just came to life and kind of just tore somebody in half. That's kind of a big deal. And Lariape watched as Catherine pretty much walked out of the whole combat. So we're going to be exploring all of that starting right now. Agron, you're going to rally the fjord.
All right, you know, I am always here if you need me.
Yes.
But what of my companions?
You asked for them to be recognized as proper Atharas military, and that is exactly what they will be recognized as.
And Egron will turn to the group of them. Are we all together?
I believe you all are now, yes.
Is that all right with all of you?
Absolutely.
No.
War is kind of a big step, so I'm gonna say no.
I am not a soldier. I have almost died 3 times in the past day and a half, protecting people I barely know and who barely want my help.
That's exactly what being a soldier is.
That still doesn't make us soldiers.
But guys, if we don't do something about this, they obviously can't. You're just gonna let this happen and not do anything about this?
What are the 3 of us gonna do? How are we
Look
gonna
at
have
what
a stake in
battlefield?
this?
Look at what we've already done.
And you want us to do that surrounded by another army, trained, somewhat mind-controlled, out on the battlefield where we will most likely die, you included.
You will not die as long as I am with you.
Then what was the prince talking of?
The prince was talking about my last battle as an official member of this military. Before now.
He said you were humiliated.
I faced the general of the opposing army in single combat, and I was bested. That's where I earned this scar. And he'll pull his collar down to reveal basically a wicked slash from basically corner to corner. And I aim to correct my mistake.
That's what you need to do. I frankly have no stake in any of this.
If those things coming out of the mountain destroy everything, you think you have no stake? You think you can stand by and be a bystander?
Are you just gonna go out into the streets and give this speech to every single person who's never had a fight in their life?
If I have
What's your
to.
plan, Agron?
If that saves everyone. If it gets people to do something instead of waiting for it to come to our door and kill us. That's what I'll do.
The king jumps in to kind of cut this off briskly, and he just says, No, what Agron is missing to state is that he did best Vortheril, and Vortheril was down, and he offered him his life and tried to end the conflict there. But instead, Vortheril the dishonorable stood up, grabbed Agron, and slashed him from behind, around his throat, in the most dishonorable way. Something you left out.
King, if I may be so humble to address you directly and honestly.
Yes, we fought together, of course.
I don't want to fight alongside your armies. I do not answer to Arkanon. He has my respect in battle, but treats me like a child, and I am not that. I can help, but not on a battlefield. I will die. You saw one blow. I almost fell. And that was from one minor assassin. I have knowledge, I have wits. I'm good with the ship. That crack in the mountain is my main concern, as I feel as though it's on me for maybe pissing it off by taking gold that wasn't mine. And that weighs on me ever since it happened. Let me do research. Let me see if I can fix what my mistake was, and let me help there. But a battlefield is not my place.
You want to do research?
Yes.
What is your name, boy?
Arson.
Arson. Give me an insight check.
On the king?
Yeah. Ooh.
Why not?
To
on
see
the
what
game?
he's to see if you can figure out what he's thinking. That's a
Natural
that's
20.
a nat 20.
-2 though.
Okay.
Oh.
That's still a nat
Still
20.
nat 20.
Okay.
He's looking you up and down, very puzzled, as if to question if that's your real name. He then stops for a second and looks up at you and says, "Well, Arson, if it is a scholar that you want to be, then perhaps a scholar I should make you. You fought very well in this battle, and I'm very proud of you, and you defended my life, and therefore, I owe all of you a gift regardless. Kneel before me."
Egron, without question, is taking a knee.
Same.
He's gonna give us
I'm
presents.
looking to Katerina, who's the other
He's
person
got
not
something.
from this place, and Arson.
Katerina, what is Katerina doing right now? That is a really great thing. How's Katerina doing?
While this whole conversation's happening, she's definitely looking around to see if she can spot the entity that's already been hanging around her. And then looks over to Loriope and very slowly and not 100% comfortable takes a knee.
As you take a knee, Katerina, you hear, and actually, where are you standing in the room? Because are you still by the door, or did you move up and get in line with everybody else?
Probably moved up and got in line.
Okay. So as you take a knee next to Agron, you hear in the back of your head, "Hey, what are you doing that for?"
Shut
Is that a
up.
different voice?
What? You gotta speak up.
Shut up.
Shut up! Shut up! It's just you and me. They can't hear me. What's the problem?
Who are you?
That's not important now. That's not important now. You need to watch yourself around these people. Okay?
What do you know?
Nothing. And then the voice just vanishes. Loriope, so they've just taken a knee. What are you doing?
I think I see that Rena's having a hard time. So if I'm not already standing next to her, I'm gonna go over to her and take a knee right alongside her.
Okay. Yeah. So the voice that Katerina's hearing disappears as soon as you take a knee. So Katerina, as you see Loriope take a knee next to you, and then that voice vanishes.
Arson,
He'll make
Arson
us
will-
all-
Arson will look back at the group, look toward the king. Well, I guess I owe you one after healing me, King, and I will take a knee.
Presents.
The king holds up his sword, which is still pretty much matted with blood, and just kind of draws a cloth from his armor and wipes it clean, and then approaches each of you, just puts his sword out in front of you, in front of each one of you, walking down the line, and says, "To Agron and his companions, whether they serve me today or tomorrow, or whenever they see fit, thank you. You have my thanks, the kingdom has your thanks, and you are welcome here whenever you come by. The kingdom is open to you. This castle arrangements will be made. You all look like you've had a very busy adventure, and from what you're telling me, you've seen some horrors. We will take care of you, and should you decide to stay and work with us, it will be greatly appreciated." And then he steps over to Arson, specifically, and he stands in front of you, and he says, "And for you, boy," and he holds the sword up and puts it against one shoulder, and he lifts it up and puts it against the other one. "I know very little about you. I just know your name is Arson, and yet you saved my life." And then he pulls his sword back and sheaths it. "And as of today, Arson of wherever you are from, you will be known as Scholar of Atharas. May you own that title and see fit wherever you go with it."
Let's go. Let's go.
Agron, rise. Friends, please stand. This is too much ceremony. Agron, I am going to speak with my advisors and notify them about this conflict. Dumak, you know what to do. And Dumak finally chimes in and just says,
"Yes, sire."
"I will be leaving," the king returns, saying, "I'll be leaving to go speak with my advisors. Agron, I will speak to you later tonight. Until then, you may all rest up. The kingdom is yours. This is your home. Be well." And he walks out.
Sylvie instantly runs over to Damak and kind of gets like close to his ear a little bit, and she's just gonna whisper, one of them jumped out the window. One got away."
"Then we should look. Did you look?"
He walks over with you to the window.
Yes. I stayed by his side. I didn't want to look alone.
Yeah, he's like kind of holding you as you guys look over. And as you look over the edge, you see that this assassin did not get very far. As it leaped off the building, It was impaled on a spike, and it is now sitting over a well.
Oh. Wait, a well?
I'm sorry, a fountain. Not a well, a fountain.
Whoa! Don't tell me.
That's a flub.
I've seen zombie movies.
Hashtag flub. Anyway, he pulls you over and he looks down. He says,
"Looks like answers will come another day."
Well, there's one tied up.
"Yes, but can it speak?"
I don't know.
"Maybe we should find out."
He goes over and just now. What are all of you guys doing? Are you guys all still kneeling at this point, or have you gotten up?
I think I run after the king.
Okay, you're going after the king. Okay, Katarina.
It's definitely stood up.
Okay, Dumak goes over and just pulls the mask down from the creature. If it wasn't already down, I think it may have already been down, and the mouth is revealed. He says,
You assassins, you fiends!
And he just hits him once.
"Tell us! Who sent you?"
And the assassin just has this blank stare, not saying anything.
Agron goes to stand up, and he stumbles for a second, and he just starts rubbing his temples a little bit.
Did we see, because I'm not sure if did Arson see the tattoo or the marking?
Oh yeah, you were right next to me when I pulled it down, and I went.
Okay.
Because you were the one tying it up on the one that I pulled down.
And Dumak said it was a personal thing to Sylvie, didn't he?
Yes, he did just say
He did.
it is a personal matter.
Okay. If I can, I'll pull out my book and walk behind the assassin and draw like a really rough sketch, because he's not an artist, of the of the of the mark.
So it is, just to give a little bit of an explanation, it is very, very, very simple, almost not professionally done tattoos, I'll put it that way. And to some people, they may say it is bird wings. To other people, they may say it is bat wings. To some, they might say dragon wings. But regardless, it is 2 black wings on the back of this assassin's neck.
Okay. He'll also look over to Sylvie and just give like a concerning smile and nod. And continue
While
drawing.
Dumas continues the investigation, he just says, "No,
Talk, you fiend, tell us. Perhaps we might spare your life.
and the assassin, with this just kind of a deadpan look, just looks up and looks at the group standing around. It's already over. You've all lost. And with that, as it says you all lost, you see come from its face just that blast of red energy that you had seen when you were striking these things down, and its head hangs, and it is deceased.
The mark stays?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The mark is a tattoo. A very
Just double
poorly
checking.
done tattoo. Yeah. So it's there, and Dumas just lowers the body down and looks up at Sylvie and says,
I'm sorry, child. But we will find out what these villains are up to. We will find out everything and we will get your answers.
I mean, you already know what I think.
That is not true. We've talked about this for years, and we know
You don't know.
we know it is not true. That is impossible.
I'm just gonna walk away from Dumas over to Agron.
okay. Loriope, you chase down the king. So, yes, what are you doing?
Yes, I call after him and say, hey, just wanted to know what was up with Lady Presdor. She kind of just dipped out right in the middle of the fight.
I'm sure she was attending to other defenses that needed to be attended to.
Like what? She didn't even kill her assassin. She just left us with an assassin to deal with and just went up those stairs over there.
Lady Prestor is incredibly intelligent and has been at my right hand for many years. She's great at taking care of us.
Which is weird considering that she's the ruler of another country.
Do you have an issue with me, child? Is this something you want to speak? Speak your mind.
I'm just concerned about what kind of counsel you keep.
Aggressive note-taking.
I asked you to speak plainly, and you have. I will allow this once, but not again. Good day.
Understood.
He turns and walks away from you.
I'm gonna go back to Katarina.
Okay. Real quick, Arson. Arson, you hear a voice, real quick, in the back of your head. Kind of off in the distance. A voice you have not really come across before, but it sounds a little familiar, and it just says, Arson, meet me in my study. We have much to talk about.
Who?
Give me a quick perception check.
I'm guessing that's ascending?
That would make sense.
15.
Yeah,
Black.
you recognize immediately that was Lady Catherine, because you were in the room when she spoke before.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, God.
Where would I find your study?
Out the war room, to the left, there's a staircase that goes upwards. Go to the top and you'll be there.
I will be there shortly.
Make haste. And then that phone call ends.
She bossy.
Loriope, you were approaching Katarina.
Yeah, I just want to go up to her, see that she's okay. Are you okay?
I mean, we did just fight a bunch of assassins. So, Okay is a relative term.
Are you really not going to acknowledge it?
Acknowledge what?
Sweetie, I was in that room. You think I didn't see that giant black cloud of death?
Oh, that.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah, that was something, wasn't it?
Oh,
Ooh.
hey, tell her. You should tell her. Do it. Tell her. Tell her.
Are you okay?
I'm
You look a little...
just very, very tired. It's been a long day and a half.
Katerina, sitting in one of the chairs now, as you you just turn a little bit, it's sitting in one of the chairs in this war room is the creature that is like laying back in one of the chairs, like, come on, just do it. Just tell her. You want to tell her, just tell her.
She's gonna like look over and look at Laripe and just like the constant eye shift.
Laripe, as you look back, there's nothing there.
Are you seeing things?
It's highly possible I am quite tired. You know, hallucinations and all that.
I can take the book if you want.
Oh yeah, give her the book. Give her the book. Go ahead. Let's see what happens.
I know that it probably won't do much. I don't know if you took that back from Sylvie or if some other spooky stuff is going on, but I'll take it.
Sticky fingers!
I don't think that's going to help much, but I do appreciate it. You didn't seem keen to take it earlier, so that's why I handed it to Sylvie instead.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just got freaked out. Because I think I saw something that you might be seeing.
Please.
I touched her hand and I got a vision of a hooded figure with a giant smile.
Her face drops.
Oh.
That's what I figured.
It's good to know that I'm not going insane.
Oh, this is great.
He's the one I keep looking at.
Who?
There's a hooded figure.
I don't like that guy.
Neither do I.
I don't either.
So, I am going to the library to try to figure out who it is, because they want to tell me. And you are more than welcome to join me. You do not have to. I'm going to be in there for a very long time.
No idea what kind of help I'm gonna be, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'll keep you company.
perfect.
Gonna do a reading. We're gonna go do a reading. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some reading. Oh, decision points. Oh, really good time.
I want to hand Laripe my book.
I take it.
Quick change.
What's that? Did things change? Did things change? No, they haven't changed at all. It's not gonna do anything. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. No, neither is he. It. Them. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of them.
I feel like it is most appropriate.
Right?
That's fair.
Okay. You take the book. It just appeared back in my bag after I gave it to Sylvie. I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay, well,
Yes.
seems attached to you, so hopefully it doesn't have anything to do with me. Let's go to the library.
We're gonna go to the library.
Okay. So as you guys begin to walk out, Katerina, you just see the creature go vanish, and there's a kind of like a little eruption of a dark cloud that just poofs away with him.
Awesome. Love it.
I am going to hold the book in my hands to make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Okay. Good. You've got the book. You two are off to the library, but I'm going to ask, are you going to go to, as we can assume, the castle here? This keep probably has its own study. Or are you going to go to a local the local library.
I feel like the castle would have more
Yeah,
information.
it's going to give us more.
Okay. Cutting to Agron. Where is Agron going? What is Agron doing right now?
Agron is he like had some trouble standing up. And he like rubs his temples a little bit and he says, well, it looks like they're off to do something. I will speak to you all later. I think I need to lie down. And he's gonna go find his quarters.
Before Agron leaves, Arson calls out to him. Agron.
Yes, Arson.
Arson will extend his hand.
I'll shake it.
I'm sorry if I have caused any trouble. That was not me. It was a lifetime of desperation handed to me in a gold hoard, and I saw opportunity.
Think
I
nothing.
do apologize.
Think nothing of it. I do not judge people for their mistakes. It's what you do after that matters.
I received a message of some kind from Lady Catherine, I believe her name was. She's asked for me to come help her in her study. I'm going to go see what this is about, but check on Sylvie when you can.
Yes.
She looks to you. She respects you. Make sure she is okay.
Understood.
He'll squeeze your hand and let go, give a smirk and a wave, and start to head towards. He will leave the war room, take a left, and go up the stairs. Like
He takes a right, gets
Oh
lost.
no!
Goes down the stairs. Like, damn it.
Survival check.
Oh, it's the Chamber of Secrets.
Agron will kind of like sit on the table for a second and be like, Sylvie, are you all right?
Okay, are you okay?
Yeah, yes, I'm just fine. Just a minor headache is all.
Oh, I have something for that. I'm gonna pull out my herbalism kit, and I'm just gonna pull out a tea bag with some herbs in it from home that they're really good for headache. And I'm just gonna wrap it up in a little paper. I'm gonna hand it to Arson. Just be like, I can make you some tea, or I think someone here can probably make you some tea, but this should help.
Thank you very much, Sylvie. Are you sure you're all right after that ordeal?
I mean, we got them all, and what exactly did the king give me? What am I now?
You're now officially a citizen of Atharas. And you can...
I was hoping for
Of what?
I was hoping for a cooler title. Arson got scholar.
Well, Arson did ask for it, so
Oh.
perhaps at a later date when you speak to the king, you can ask for a title for yourself.
Okay. But all in all, I feel okay.
Alright. Well, if you need anything, you can ask one of the guards where my chambers are. I need to go lay down.
Yeah, looks like it. You sure there's nothing I can do to help?
If you could only turn back time.
I'll work on it.
Cue everyone singing in chat. And Agron will kind of like put his hand on Sylvie's shoulder, give a light squeeze, and then I will turn to go to my quarters.
I'll just make sure that he's walking okay.
He's going real slow.
Sylvie, with everyone leaving, just kind of looks around a little lost and just turns back around to do mock. And walks back. I'm like, okay, what now?
Well, you can follow me as I prepare for the journey back to Volkoval. I will be leaving
Okay,
tomorrow morning.
okay. Is anyone else here with you? Is Stricon with you, or or any of the other two?
No, it is just me this time.
Oh.
When the king sent for the urgent warning, I rode out as quick as I could. But now we'll have to be readying for war. Walk with me to my chambers.
Okay.
And you guys walk together and just...
Sylvie, I almost died earlier. It was a very close call. And if you were not there, I may not be here today. So thank you.
Well, I'm really glad that you didn't.
I am too, child. I am too. I want you to know that in the coming days and in the coming weeks, perhaps the coming months, there will be more battles, and they may not fare as great as this one did today. I want you to know that it is your responsibility. As my rightful heir, you will lead the people of Golkaval should I fall.
I know. Just try not to fall.
I am very old, child. I fall often.
It's not funny.
It is a little funny.
Mm-mm.
But seriously, you've been training for this your whole life.
Mm-hmm. Is it okay that I go off on this mission instead of being in Golkaval with you, though?
He puts a hand on your shoulder. He says,
Something tells me this is exactly where you should be. This is right where you belong.
Okay.
Just watch out for the one with the snake. There's something about her that the elements don't seem to like.
Oh. Actually, I have something of hers, and I start looking in my packs. I might have dropped it. Can you make it to your quarters? I'll keep an eye on her.
Yes, you do just that. We will
Okay.
speak soon.
Okay. And Sylvie sprints back to try and look for Rena's book.
okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. 4 plus 4, 8.
Okay, yeah, as you look around, there is definitely no books, but the assassin bodies have not been removed yet.
Oh, I'm gonna search the bodies. I don't want you, but I want to search the bodies.
All right, go ahead and
I'm gonna kick him too.
give me an investigation check.
Okay, please, not that dice. Give me a pink one. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's better. 16 plus, what was it?
Investigation.
Investigation? It's plus 3, so 19.
19. So as you search, you search these bodies, the pockets, you don't find really anything of monetary value. They don't have coinage or anything like that, but you do find they have these daggers. And these daggers are not like normal daggers. They are wavy. They are waved daggers.
Okay.
And they have a very very interesting golden hilt holding them together.
Interesting. I'm gonna take as many of the daggers as I can.
So there's 2 definitely here.
Okay, 2.
Yeah, you
Perfect.
find 2.
Okay. Is there like any inscription on the gold, or like a picture, or it's just like gold?
It's just gold.
Ish.
It's just a
Okay.
gold hilted dagger with a crossguard. It has a little crossguard on it, but it seems you get from a 19 investigation, you get the feeling that these were made specifically for these assassins. These are these assassins' blades. These are not just regular old
Interesting.
daggers.
Okay. I am going to. We're in a castle of some sort. So first thing Sylvie's gonna do is realize she's in a castle, and she's going to put her black hood back up, and she's gonna. It's like an infinity scarf sort of thing. So she puts it up over her head, and she kind of pulls it down over her shoulder, hiding as many white feathers as she can. And she is going to start searching around the castle for a training grounds or an armory or
Cool.
that sort of thing.
Perfect. So I'm gonna cut to Katarina and Liriope real quick, and then we're gonna Arson on deck.
Absolutely.
So ladies, you guys are looking around, and you don't necessarily come across any study on the main floor, but Liriope, you see the stairs that Katarina walked up.
I think I really want to, but I think Katarina can't be left alone right now. So I push that aside. I think I'll just sneak in there later.
Katarina, you see the stairs going up, and that is the only other place you all haven't searched on this floor.
Walking up.
Wait, where are you going?
I mean, this is the only thing we haven't searched, so...
Those are the stairs that Catherine went
Yes.
up? Yeah, I don't think there's anything up there.
How do you know? Have you been here before?
You didn't see that lady, Catherine or something went up there.
I did. What is with you and her?
What do you mean?
You just seem very upset when she's around. But when we first saw her. Because you walked in and then you turned around and walked right out.
You know, I just don't like big groups.
Deception check, if that's not true.
That's a 7.
Yeah. Okay, but for real, do you not like big groups?
No, that was a lie.
Okay, yeah, all right. So Katarina, yeah, you
She
know that
parties.
was a lie.
She's gonna lean in closer. I have told you my worst situation. You can tell me.
I just don't like. I just don't want to be around her right now.
Okay. But whenever you want to talk about it, I'm here.
I know.
So
I'll talk about it when I want to.
That's fine. So yes?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well then I guess that finishes with my quest.
As you guys continue speaking, you both watch as the prince walks in from another room that he was in before, and walks up the flight of stairs. Cutting now to Arson. Okay, so Arson, let's consider you've already got there. Arson's already been up there. Now we're playing out what's going on with Arson. Arson, you walk in, and you see a massive library. More books than you could possibly imagine, with just layers and layers and layers and layers of bookshelves, as far as the eye could see, up to the top of this spire.
Wow.
And you see, flying across on a ladder, frantically pulling books and throwing them all around, is Catherine.
Arson's just gonna like walk into the center of the room, just like looking at everything.
Give me a perception check.
9.
Yeah, so you're a little too focused on just looking around, and that kind of takes up. You're like just kind of immersed for a hot minute, just looking around at all of these books and all this art, and you see there's pictures of maps and cartography all along the walls.
He goes straight to the maps, 100%.
As you make your way over there, Catherine's gonna say, "Well, don't just stand there. Help me look."
What is it we're looking for exactly?
We're looking for a very important book. She still has not looked at you at all. She's not made eye contact at all. She's still... Books are flying past her right now.
Okay. I need a title. I need something to find.
No.
Give me something to look for.
No. Just look. Go over there. Go over there. And she points in the direction across from her. Go look in that pile over there.
He'll like, start heading over there frantically.
Arson, as you walk to the other side of the room, you see that there is a massive desk in the center of this room. Massive, beautiful wooden desk. And there's piles and piles of books all over it.
Okay.
Across from that, on the other side, is the other sets of bookshelves that she was waving frantically at.
Okay. Arson will start looking through these books. I'll keep an eye out for any, like, maybe the symbol of the dragon is the dragon wings is one thing I'll look out for. I'll also keep an, like, I want to look back at, see if I find any books on, like, the older ages of Arkanon as well.
Okay, so...
Or actually, as well,
yes,
fairy tales. Like, old fairy tale stories.
Okay, I need you to give me a pretty big investigation check. And by pretty big, I mean it's a big moment, not you need to roll high. You do need to roll high.
18.
Yeah, 18. So, Arson, as you walk past her desk, you see a very small, almost pamphlet, aged, stained, like leaflet, booklet, tiny. And as you just walk past, you just in the corner of your eye, you see what looks like the same symbol, almost done in a pencil, of your medallion on her desk. Okay.
Okay, he'll go to the book next to the pamphlet and just peer over at the pamphlet and see if it says anything or anything like that.
Okay, on the pamphlet, it says a name.
What's the name?
It says Wayseeker. Everybody's taking notes. It's as you just like look at the top of this book, it looks like this is handwritten by somebody who, it looks like a little guidebook.
Is this the book? And I'll pick up the pamphlet. Is this something?
She just like, almost for a split second, just like looks back. No, that's not it. Put that down.
I'll put it down.
No, over there. Go check that. Check that bookshelf over there.
He'll go check the. He'll go check the bookshelf. He'll check it. He'll check the bookshelf.
Okay. Are you going to start going through books?
Yes, I'll just start looking through what I mentioned. Fairy tales, everything.
You just start pulling through books, and it's like, these are bland memoirs, biographies, people you've never heard of Atharas military tactics. It's just, very humdrum history books that you're just pulling. And it looks super boring. I'm going to point that out. It looks very, very boring from what you're familiar with.
Okay.
Very humdrum, bland colors.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for any, honestly, any books in a pattern that might lead to Thieves' Cant, or if they're just in a certain design that maybe point to something.
Okay. And as you're looking, the prince walks up the stairs and enters into the room.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
And he looks at you for a sec. He says, what are you doing up here?
Hello, Prince. I was called to the chambers by the flying mage up there.
She continues throwing books, and she says, Angerin, get to work. And the prince just looks up at her and says,
Yes, milady. Well, whatever you need, let me know. I'd like to help.
We're looking for a book.
A book?
A book.
A book?
and Catherine's still not paying attention, just says, yes.
A very specific book.
Yes, it's a very important book, and why can't I find it? Where did it go? So odd. She just stops for a second, puzzled.
A book.
What is wrong with this? Anyway, and continues pulling more books. The prince goes and sits down at the desk and takes one of the books down and opens it and starts flipping through. What the is going on?
Alec went boom.
The whole sour Skittles pack into his mouth and got all of the sour.
That's the
What
thumbnail for
is
these
going on?
Sour Skittles emote.
I've been the thumbnail for the last 2 episodes.
Oh, God.
Ow! Okay, worth it. Sorry.
Yeah, the prince is flipping through his book and opens to something, and then Arson, if you're looking in that direction, you just start to see light emanating out of his hand, and then it vanishes, and then light emanates out of his hand again, and it just like he's trying to sustain the magic, but it's not strong enough, and it just dissipates. I'm cutting. Real quick. We're gonna cut back to Liriope and Katerina. The prince has gone upstairs. What are you doing?
So, because this is a no to going up the stairs, is there somewhere you want to go instead?
Why do you want to go upstairs?
I mean, I have a list of things I need to look for. But I want to go to the library or someplace that has books because I'm looking for information about them. And she's gonna point back to the room over her shoulder. And a couple of other things. But that's why I wanted to go up there. Because it could have answers.
Okay, fine.
But no. If you do not feel comfortable, I do not want to push you.
You know what? It's fine. We'll go. I start walking towards the stairs. And as we get to the entrance of the stairs, I cast invisibility.
So, like I was saying, turns around. Okay.
I thought you wanted to go up the stairs.
Now I feel like I'm still alone. Starts walking up the stairs.
Okay, yeah, you both get upstairs. Liriope, as you cross into the room, your invisibility drops. And you realize immediately that you've walked right into a dispel magic that is on the door.
I shove Katerina in front of me.
The prince looks up and says, "Hi, yes, can we help you?"
I was looking for the library.
You guys see Arson standing there, like, going through books, looking for books.
I was looking for the library, but I feel like I've stumbled into the wrong room.
I see Arson and I'm screaming inside.
Catherine, from now to the far back of this spire here, just yells out, "Good, we need more hands. Start looking."
So?
But just start looking.
Just gonna lean over to Liriope. What?
I think we should start looking.
I don't really want to.
You'll know when you find it. Just keep looking.
Hey, just pretend that you're looking for books. Or start doing your research.
All three of you give me an investigation check.
Yes. 11.
10.
0.
Loriope, overwhelmed with rage, just like picks up a book and like just tosses it. And then like picks up another book and just tosses it. Not looking at all.
Just staring daggers.
And while that's happening, you see a little face peer over your hat. What you doing?
You want to help look?
Yeah, I love reading.
I take him off my hat and I just put him on the bookshelf to scurry around.
He starts running around across the bookshelf, like on 2 feet, looking at each title passing by. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? Hey,
Ask her.
I can't. I talk to you.
Arson, what are we looking for?
We are looking for a book. We'll know it when we see it. Lady Catherine.
Yes.
My father used to have tricks in his study. Do you have a button or a drawer, or a false cabinet that maybe you store something precious in? Is that where your book is? Is that where you stashed it?
Perhaps. Just keep looking and maybe we'll find something.
Arson's gonna start like feeling the sides of the bookshelves for.
So with that, so Katarina, what was that roll you had on investigation?
A 10.
Yeah, Katarina, you're just looking around as well, and you're not really seeing much of anything that is of importance to you. But Loriope, as Pip runs around, he jumps on top of this like little kind of an alcove, like cubby thing that's built into a column along the wall. And there, sitting on a frame, like a frame, is a book just sitting on top of the frame.
What does it say?
It says History of Atharas, Eon 2.
This is what you think, then?
Oh, no, I was just looking. Do you pick it up?
Why would I pick it up?
I'm just asking you.
Does it just look interesting?
Do you pick it up? Because Pip runs over and that's where he stops.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, as you pick up the book, the frame dents backwards, and that cubby there just shifts around, and Pip is stuck there, running back towards you. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 And it closes, and he's on the other side. He's like, "Hey, hey, I'm back here. Let me out."
Can I put the book back?
So as that turns, everybody in the room hears this as it shifts. Catherine turns and looks and says, "That's it! That's it!"
Why do I find it on a 0?
Pip found it.
Pip found it.
Pip rolled an 18.
There it is. There is reason behind all.
So Catherine drops down and moves over, and that shift reveals an old leather-bound book with no title on it. All of you are standing close enough you can see this. And Catherine walks over and picks up the book, and it's covered in dust. She dusts it off. And she looks at Loriope and Katarina and says, "This is the book we need. This is exactly what we need. That'll explain what's going on." What are you guys doing?
Glad you found it?
Yeah. I'm glad we have too. You, scholar, come here.
Oh, and like,
Still gonna use
Sorry.
the title.
not use first time. I'll head over to Catherine.
Here. Read this.
Okay. Arson will take the book and
What
head
a
over to a
nerd.
table. Shut up. And head over to the desk where the pamphlet is and sit next to that desk. Well, at that desk with the pamphlet sort of next to him, and I'm going to start flicking.
Okay, so what happens is as you open it up, you see that this is an inscription in... just real quick, what languages do you speak? This is in common.
Common, primordial. I speak common. I speak primordial and thieves' cant as
Okay,
well.
so this book, as you open it, it's handwritten, common, ancient. The pages are so brittle, you're almost afraid to turn them. And I'm going to request you go ahead and read them.
Okay. Let me get this in front of me
This
real
is
quick.
the first page. There's only
This is the
this
first
is the first pages, and it looks like it's somewhat of a journal, but it's not. But go ahead.
Okay. Eons ago, when the world was still new, a mighty being from another world fell to Arkanon. As it impacted the planet, the earth beneath broke into countless pieces. When the beast finally awoke and regained its strength, it used the elements of this newfound world to create life. Plant life moved and weaved to create Feldundra, the green? The waves of the ocean formed Eldrakis, the blue. Fire and ash created Bonstras and Everstraza, the twins from the clouds. From the clouds, Alteria took flight. In the dark of night, when the moonlight was at its brightest, it created Neltharia. These 6 children would be the acolytes of the Progentior god? With one conquest. Consume the planet. Extoria, drained of life from creating the acolytes, retreated to the southeast. There found the deep forests and beautiful wilds of Algoris. The mighty god burrowed itself deep into the grounds and rested. The land around it began to wither and die. The grasslands rotted and turned to sand. The forest crumbled, and this corruption began to spread. Zedora absorbed the natural life, leaving it a barren desert, and now there's nothing but pages missing.
Yeah, so as you finish reading that, this is the first 2 pages, and as you get to the end, you can see that there is just chunks and chunks and chunks of this book that have been torn out, pages missing. And everyone, that is where we're gonna end it tonight. So thank you so much for watching. We are excited to come back with you next week for another exciting adventure. Huge stuff here. But real quick, we want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Critical Dice, for sponsoring the show and making sure that all this D&D magic can keep happening. So huge shout out to them. Make sure you're dropping the keyword right now. This is your last chance to drop the keyword. And of course, you can go to critical.chromaticdice.com and save 20% on all of your Critical Dice purchases. So shout out to them.
20% off!
20% off. That's huge. I mean, look, Pip, you know how he got an 18? He got an 18 right here on a Critical Dice. Let's see. Let's. Oh, hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So pretty.
Critical Dice, the blue.
That dice almost killed me last session,
It
too.
almost killed him last session.
It did.
So everybody, thank you so much, and we'll see you again next week.